Hey, it's the end of the year and I finished up another sketchbook and I'm going to be sharing that with you in just a few minutes. I just want to go through again the tools of the trade. First of all, again, the Saratoga mechanical pencil, the Prismacolor pencil. I also use the Faber-Castell brush pens, the Micron ink pens, enjoy those. And I've also added a new medium, always looking into, expanding my abilities. And this is the Copic marker, and these are alcohol-based pens. They come in different colors and different shades. And the beauty of these is you can use them to blend actually on the paper, and so this was quite enjoyable. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So starting out, it's always hard to start out a sketchbook, and so I decided to just go ahead and jump right in and do some hand anatomy, just practicing the different hands. This is the anatomy of a hand from the side view, different positions of the hand. The hand is actually very complex, very challenging as well. Here's just a picture of an ogre. Here's some just animals. Here's again the forearm. Here's a Greek soldier. Some other poses. This is for Chinese New Year's, the year of the tiger. Tiger mom. Again, just some more doodles, having some fun, different things. On this side, this is a creature, female soldier. Here's some just quick sketches. Gesture drawings. Here's Batman, Dark Knight. And I decided to, try to do some vehicles, different cars. It's just, again, doodling. And here's a car being chased by a dinosaur. Again, some more sketches. And these are just things that came out of my mind. Here's some facial studies, just some quick ink facial studies. Here's a Punisher. Female astronaut. Here's a kind of a Roman soldier, but modified if you want to say. Captain America. Yeah, this year I just had a lot of time to just relax and draw, so I'm just drawing all sorts of things, whatever came to mind. Some more gesture drawings, just practicing. This one you can see the twisting of the body, just astronaut, shark boy. Some more gesture drawings. Again, movement. Study of facial expressions. Picture of William Dafoe. And again, just tried to draw by ink really quickly, a line drawing because his face is very distinct. It's a study of the back muscles. Here's Namor. Here's some ink drawings of faces. I like how this one turned out, especially the contrast here. Predator. And here's where I started putting in, again, the Copics. And you can see for Copics how you can actually blend the different grays, right? So I started out with just geometric figures and did the face, try to figure that out a little bit. And this is just my first trial, just trying to figure out how the ink comes out of the pen, how it blends together, and just practicing this new medium. And so this was, I started out with the skeleton, and I was like, I wanted to draw something that I could really use the Copic markers and just, again, try to practice the different blending and shading and things like that. So this was just kind of fun. Scary, but it's fun. Here's how using it more subtly for the face. And just because the face has much more subtle shading. This is Gore the God Butcher. Here's Nova. Here's just a World War II soldier. This one was a drawing that didn't turn out, that I didn't like, and so I just kind of used it to practice my cross-hatching just for fun. And actually when you do the cross-hatch, it kind of looks okay. Now here, this is what we call urban sketching. It's a different style. I saw it on YouTube, and basically what you do is it's very quick sketching. You sketch the silhouette of the figure first and then fill in the details, and it's designed for when you walk when you're sitting on the street, just drawing different people. Now these, of course, I didn't see these guys on the street, but just use a picture and try to draw as quickly as I could and capture things in a silhouette and then draw in the details, and it was kind of fun. Again, with photos, and then coming back in with the Copic markers to do the shading. Here's two soldiers using, again, the same technique. Black Panther. just for fun. And of course, every sketchbook of mine has to have a picture of Alien in it. And I love Alien because there's so many, even though he has the same basic structure, there's so many different things that you can do with his anatomy because he's kind of like this mechanical, organic type of features where you can do these type of things, which look a little industrial, and adding also with some just really very interesting details. So that's why I always like to draw Alien. It's just kind of fun. Of course, it's a very awesome looking creature. Here's Wolverine. Here's a boy and his dragon. Here's an astronaut and his ostrich creature. And here I was using the color Copic markers to try to get a sense of the face with the pictures. And so here's different hues of the faces, a darker skin color, a lighter skin color, and then the hippopotamus, of course. And when you add just a little bit of color around it, it just kind of punches out the drawing a little bit. So I like that. I liked how the colors kind of turned out on this. Here's a elven girl with her wolf. Here's some more, just some quick sketches. Some faces, again, just drawn from the mind. Now this is an interesting drawing because I just drew the torso, because I wanted to use, again, the Copic markers to bring out some of the darkers and shades and things like that. And then I had this picture where there's just this torso floating in the middle of the page, and so I added this, which is a gorilla skull with ram horns coming out of it, and then some, creature, sea creature on the bottom, and just kind of added a little bit there, put those things together. And then here, just practicing some faces. This is a monster hunter. There's more sketches. Here's a girl sitting in a chair. Again, just a little bit of color adds to it. Here is a clothing of a fireman. And I just thought it kind of looked very apocalyptic, so just added this trusty dog there. Here's some faces, and just again practicing different styles and different angles. And here's some more studies of faces. I really liked how this pencil had some very delicate, you can do some really delicate fine line shading here. And so that one, I really like how this face turned out. And actually this face too, because this one has almost no shading in it, and just how the contrast between the two, I like that. This is the shading was really nice along here, this kind of line of shading here. And then these are just faces out of my own imagination. And then here, this is basically just going through Pinterest and using my ink pen and just drawing whatever I saw. This one I did a little bit of laying down some lines with pencil, but mostly ink. This one was straight ink. Again, whatever pictures I could see on Pinterest, just draw it in there by ink and kind of put it together in some type of composition that looks kind of just interesting and dynamic. And then of course, this is the last one, same type of thing, just drawing whatever random pictures showed up on Pinterest and just using my ink pen and different sizes of ink and just drawing a composition. And so this is the last picture. And so that finishes my sketchbook for 2022. And I'm ready to break out another one for 2023. And we'll see you again when I finish that sketchbook as well. So I'll have a great new year, and we'll see you next year.